Why are you Vinny Schuetz?
Well, originally my first artist name was Limitless. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Came up with that in high school back in them SoundCloud days, the SoundCloud era.
Right. You have a song where you say limitless on my neck.
Yeah. So, well, I pay gratitude to the first original name. You know what I'm saying? The OGs, the listeners from back in the day, they're going to understand why I say that. But, yeah, I went to LA for a bit and I was working out there with a little independent label. Shout out to them. All is love. You feel me? And I was out there doing that. And I went out there with the name Limitless. And on my first release, I remember we dropped and we did mad promotion, all DPSs, like all over the place. And then my shit landed on somebody else's page the first day of drop.
Okay.
So that was fucked.
That's big.
No,
right.
that was
fucked. What you say?
No, it was fucked in the sense of like when I dropped my song, it landed on a different Limitless page. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like it was tied to another artist.
Exactly.
Got
so
you. Okay.
At the time, I mean, I didn't realize how many people had the name Limitless. So when it came drop day, we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Well, I fucked up. We didn't do the background check of who else had the name, you know, had the title. So from there, I was like, what's the deal with the next drop? You know, we got to figure out a new name. And then from there, everybody looked at me in the room and was like, your legal name is tough. Like, we like that. We like your name. Like, Vinny Schuetz, it's got a ring to it. Yeah. So is that actually how you pronounce it? Like Vinny Schuetz? Yeah, that's Schuetz. Crazy. Like, shoots a basketball. That's fire, bro. Shot. Yeah, it's German. It's spelt weird. I mean, soon enough they're gonna get how it's said, but some people say Schuetz. I mean, they got their mishaps on the, you know what I'm saying, pronunciation. Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, I love it. At first I didn't. I was like, damn, everybody know me as Vinny Schuetz. So I'm trying to be known as like have like a different identity. Yeah, like something that separates you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I've grown to like love it. You know, I've grown to love having it as my artist name as well. So it all ties into one. So I'm trying to give myself to the people, you know what I'm saying? Like give all of me when I go hit these stages, when I go perform through my music. So yeah, now it's just all tied into one. I know. Speaking of stages, speaking of music, man, like one of the reasons I'm so excited, one of my closest friends, he's out from Bakersfield. And I see you on social media putting on for Bakersfield. So much so that you guys got an award for it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right, Shout out Bars on Wheels, man. Dude, tell me, first of all, walk me through, like, what Bakersfield means to you. Bakersfield means a lot to me. Born and raised in Bakersfield. And I think there's a lot of talent out there. I think we're overseeing a lot, you know, so I'm very blessed and happy to be put in these situations and given these opportunities to put a spotlight on Bakersfield, you know. And yeah, it's to a lot of people, it's known as like a pit stop. You're driving through, you get your gas, you go on to the next destination. Which is most likely LA. Yeah, no, exactly. LA, you know, you can go to the Six Flags. Anywhere, yeah, anywhere driving through. You know, you're heading towards the beach or the coast or to the city, you know. So Bakersfield has got a lot of talent. There's a lot of opportunity, but there's also not a lot of opportunities. You know, you'll be driving down the street and then at the end of the day, you're getting towards a cul-de-sac. It's like, where do I go from here? Right. So I just started doing shows last year, and I mean, I've damn near performed at every venue you could think of, at least that I know of, besides like the majors, like Fox Theater, Rabobank Arena. But you'll get there. Yeah, exactly, bro. So right now I'm making my rounds out of town. You know, we just did San Diego last weekend, and then we're here in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? SF, stand up. Shout out for the Bay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's been beautiful. Shout out Noah James from the IE. You know what I'm saying? He brought me on his very majestic, very positive tour. And yeah, we've done 3 shows with him on tour, so it's been amazing. Big shout out Noah James. I love that phrase, very majestic, very positive. Yes, sir. Before I get to your shows, I actually do want to ask you, so had this happen on our first episode, a guy from the 209, a DJ, he goes out to the Bay, but he prefers to stay out in the 209, which is smaller than the Bay Area. So my question for you is, you could have easily, especially with your talent, you could have easily just gone to LA and just say, you know what, like Bakersfield's cool, but I'm going to stay out there. Why didn't you do that? Why wasn't that your route? Well, I did have the opportunity straight out of high school. You know, I barely was getting on my feet on like a very serious note for music. Right. I was talking about earlier, I was on that independent label for a bit. We didn't really sign no paperwork. It was really word of mouth, you know, like, yeah, let's work together. I was out there for about like 6 to 8 months. We did a lot of music, dropped 3 singles through them. And I was living out in Palisades, LA area. You know, we did a lot of work. Familiar. And then, yeah, towards, you know, we did some releases. And things are going well, and some things just didn't work out. You know, we had our disagreements, and all up to them. Like I said, I learned a lot. I gained from that. I just did not understand how deep this shit gets when it's, you know, when you're in an area like that, like Los Angeles, coming from Bakersfield, straight out of high school, senior year, graduated, boom, I'm in LA. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, there's so many things that go into this shit. It's not just, you know, you got to really know what the fuck you're doing, especially jumping into a level that high. So I'm very blessed for the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And I fell right into other places, like Bars on Wheels, for instance, meeting my brother Serpa, TCB, Blake, BZ Motive, my brother Elliot. Like, things fall into place, you know. God will replace and he'll remove and replace, you know.
That was crazy.
Yeah, so like I said, everything falls into place. But the reason I am back in Bakersfield, number one, it's way more affordable. I can't lie to you.
I agree there.
It's not too far from other places. Like, it's like a 4-hour drive to the Bay Area, and then like 2 hours to LA. So it's not too much of a distance or effort to get out of town, you know. But on top of that too, man, I feel like I skipped that. When I went to LA, I kind of skipped like tapping in with my own city, getting the love from my own city and the support. You know, there was some there, don't get me wrong, but as soon as I came back from Los Angeles and started working in my own city, I realized how much love there was. You know, I realized how supportive it really is, because we get a lot of hate, the wrong narrative, like nobody wants to see each other win out there. But that is out there, don't get me wrong. But it's not as big as a percentage as people make it out to seem. There's so much love and support there, and I'm so blessed for all the people out there. Shout out my brother Angel, man. My brother Angel from
Scene City, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, we've done shows on shows in Bakersfield, and damn. Like, we've done
Scene
a lot.
City show is how I met you, actually.
Yeah, exactly, man. We just did the Nile Theater. I mean, that was my second time this year, so that was
a huge venue.
Oh, it was a super sick venue, man. It's a historical place in Bakersfield, so it's like the Fox Theater's little brother. That's how I would put it. But yeah, no. A lot of love out there, man. A lot of love.
Dude. So you brought up Bars on Wheels, and I want to get to that in a second. But your stage presence is so... Well, I saw your show. I saw you do 2 shows. I saw you do the Nile and one in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And you do a phenomenal job at the crowd work and all that stuff. So my question is, how did you... Like, what was square one in starting the show circuit, especially like in Bakersfield? Like, how did that go about?
Honestly, I think that Bars on Wheels really helped me get into that stage development of just being put in front of people and like freestyling for people. And then the shows started coming with Angel. We did like a super low-key show. I mean, yeah, we promoted it. It wasn't as big as all the things we've done now, but we started in like a small spot called Backstage Bakersfield. We did that. Cool, probably like 40, 50 people. That was my first show like in the city.
Right.
And then from there, we just started going all over the place. Found new venues, new places to go perform at.
It was a domino effect.
Exactly. And from there, it's like the love started flowing in, and everybody's showing love. And then, you know, and on top of the Bars on Wheels love, like, you know, that it just...
All right, we got it.
Everything fell into place, you feel me? So, yeah, I'm super grateful. Shout out my brother Manny, too. Bars on Wheels in the building. I
was going to say, here we are now. Bars on Wheels. Talk to me about, like, what is Bars on Wheels? Like, explain it to someone who is watching and is like, oh, I heard of that, but I never really watched the content. Like, explain it from that perspective. What is it?
Easiest way to put it, it's a freestyle show on wheels. You know, he's got the Honda Odyssey. You hop in the car, you got the camera set up, you got the host, and you got the driver. Or you got the driver and the host. And then, there's different levels to it. You're just freestyling, you know? You'll get some basic topics or words. And then from there, throughout the drive, you're freestyling in the back seat.
Okay.
You know, and there's levels to it. So, I think we're on season 5 right now. We're about to be on season 5. Season 4, I think we just got to the end of that or just started somewhere. There's so much going on with Bars on Wheels. So, like, my boy Manny is so consistent and working effortlessly. And Joseph, my brother.
Big shout out to Manny.
It's like, man, I be getting lost sometimes on how much content they put out. Because there's so much work being put in. And, but it's a freestyle platform. And they also started to incorporate live performances, you know. So if you can't freestyle, they give you the opportunity to showcase your talent through your music. So
that's fire.
Yeah, and I think we're heading towards 100,000 this year. So we're at like 80,000. Gone up 30,000 followers in the past 3 months, man. So yeah, consistency and just working towards something. It's really you can achieve it and reach it. You know, it's really up to you.
Yeah, it's a unique concept. I mean, I'm personally a fan because I mean it's not just like you said. It is obviously someone getting in and freestyling, but the different camera work that they do. There's so much effort you can see that goes into the production of this thing. How did you get involved?
Man, that story's kind of crazy. I'm gonna try to summarize this one.
All right.
I'm giving some long answers, bro. But
I like it. That's what we're here for, bro.
So after I got off that independent label, I came back to Bakersfield, and I'm, it's kind of like I'm back to step one.
Square one,
Yeah, so we at square one, just working towards, getting back on our feet. So I ended up getting hit up by this guy. I'm not gonna say his name because fuck that guy.
All right.
But he hit me up for to do a cipher, like a 16, not freestyle, but a 16 out in LA. So I go out there with some other artists, and we do this. We spit our 16. You know what I'm saying? We're all rapping and doing our thing, and then as soon as the shoot's over, me and the camera guy started talking, and that camera guy at the time happened to be Manny, and that was probably around 3 years ago. And from there, we all started, a few people freestyled. Some were just vibing, bopping their heads and shit. And then, we ended up exchanging socials. So from there, months and months went by. We followed each other on social media. And then he hit me up one day, just out of the blue. He's like, hey, I got a crazy idea, bro. Like, would you like to be a part of it? I was like, what's the idea, bro? Like, regardless, I'm down. Like, let's do it. So he ended up asking me to come be on the show. He had the freestyle show idea. And I'm like, cool, I'll do this shit. I freestyle, let's get to it. So we freestyled in the van. I shot my episode on season 1. And then like 2 weeks later, he ended up asking me to come do freestyles in Santa Monica on the pier. Okay. That was a lot more nerve-wracking than freestyling in the car, because you got 2 individuals that like pretty decent compared to some strangers. So like that, right. I was super anxious. So I was like, you know what, I got to do it though. I remember calling Serpa and I'm like, dude, like, should I go to LA and do this? Like, I think I need to take this opportunity, but damn, I'm anxious to go do this. Like, I ain't never gone and freestyle for people I've never met in my life. So I did it.
Crazy. It's crazy. Sorry. It's crazy to hear that because like you carry yourself as such a poised, like chill, like nothing can really bother you kind of person. So to hear that kind of humanized you a little bit. It's like, yo, I get anxious too,
I've said it before. Like I guess I'm pretty good at masking the fact that, I deal with anxiety. I think everybody has, some struggles of their own. I deal with anxiety before shows, before, events, going out in public. Like, there's just that anxiety that just comes upon me. And but I've learned to deal with it. But back then, like at that time, it was super rough. Like I would be getting panic attacks and all that shit.
Damn.
And then, I'm
sure a lot of people can relate to that, but go ahead.
For sure, yeah.
Bars on Wheels?
Oh, yeah, bro. I hope anybody out there, it's very possible to overcome it, It's really all up to you. So,
that's love.
I could relate if you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that shit's all in your head and you're just, you're tripping out over it. No, it's a real thing. I mean, to each their own, but everybody got their own anxiety. Right. Shout out to everybody else out there that be struggling sometimes with it.
Thank you for that. People need to hear that, man.
No, honestly. For sure.
But you were saying about Bars on Wheels.
No, Bars on Wheels helped me get out of that, break out that bubble of anxiety, I would say. Just going out there and just getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So, we did that shit. And from there, we just been brothers ever since, man. And it's been such a blessing. We became really close friends. And fucking the whole Bars on Wheels team, I love all of them, man. We've grown a family, a fucking unit. So shout out all of them. Blizzy, Santa Micah, Bose, my brother Chuck, fucking Contra, Adaptive, 3D, Concept. The list goes on, man. Sir
there
Daniel.
We go.
We got a fucking unit, man. And if I haven't said your name, Marvin, Isaac, A. Ruiz. I mean, there's so fucking many talented people on the team, man. It's major love to all of them. My brother Joseph's the co-host, Manny's the main host, and all of us are artists. So it's fucking sick as fuck, man. I love it, and it's changed my perspective on a lot of shit in life. So,
bro, first of all, I'm gonna name drop. Bars on Wheels has like that I've seen has had big names on the show. For the Bay Area in particular, they had I believe it's Miles, right? Miles.
Yeah, Kayla Miles.
Yes, Kayla Miles. Like that. When I saw that, I said, "Oh, that live show part, that performance part that you're talking about." Like I said, "Oh, damn! Like they're expanding. That's hella cool." So you guys even won an award for that. Dude, tell me about what was that experience like?
That was super cool, man. I'll say Bars on Wheels. I mean, definitely deserved the award. It was just a award for being the best freestyle show out of Bakersfield. We are the only one that I know of, at least. But just being recognized in the city, man, is such a good feeling. So
that's love.
All love to them, man. All love to everybody on the team. So that was a super dope night. Super cool ass feeling to go and accept that award with the team, you know. And everybody couldn't make it because we got people all over the damn place on the team. So yeah, but like you said, we're starting to get really dope cosigns. You know, a lot of big things are happening. I can't discuss everything,
of course.
But yeah, man, it's only up from here. And
stay tuned.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, man. So, yeah, we on the way up with that shit. So, super proud of the team.
Yes, sir. My last question to you before we plug socials and do the performance and all that. People listening, I mean, they heard the anxiety thing, you know, that stuff that humanizes you. Your music is very good. I think you have a very cool vocal range. It's like, they look at you, it's like, oh, I feel like I look at you, I could tell you freestyle, but it's like, when I hear your music, I'm like, damn, he could sing too. And he could just rap. Like, you got bars.
Thank you, bro.
But my question is, why music? Like, why do you do this? Why?
Damn, that's a deep one. I would say, it first started off with my older brother. Rest in peace, you know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, long live Gage. No, he taught me, that's how I learned how to freestyle, was from him. Just chilling with him and his friends in high school. You know what I'm saying? He would just always include me as a little brother. And yeah, he would used to freestyle. He never did it for like, I want to take this somewhere. He did it because he just loved to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, I was terrible at first. Don't get me wrong. I was saying some dumb shit, bro.
Yeah, I got
But yeah, you know, eventually I kept doing it consistently, and then I would do it with him. We'd freestyle together, him and his buddies. And then I'd start freestyling, taking it other places. And then soon enough, I mean, he ended up blessing me with, I think I graduated 8th grade. I got a MacBook, MacBook Pro, or MacBook, whatever the fuck, like 2012.
Yeah.
Like, hold up, not 2012. I'm tripping.
I know what you're saying.
No, it was like 8th grade graduation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, not 2012. It was like 2015. But yeah, from there, he ended up giving me a snowball, which is like, you know, a snowball mic?
Yeah.
He ended up giving me that, and that's what I recorded my first song with. So from there, I was just on SoundCloud. I dropped my first song, and that shit did like 10,000 streams.
Damn.
And at that time, I was like, holy shit, you know, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So 10,000 streams back then felt like everybody in the world was listening, you know? So yeah, from there, yeah, it was my brother Gage to give me the reason. That's why I still do it. I still acknowledge him like every day, every show of mine, I try to acknowledge him, but that's what brought me to music. And also music, I feel like, has genuinely like saved my life. It's got me through such hard times, you know? It's like so therapeutic to me. Like, even like, we was just at the show in San Francisco, and I was like, super exhausted, tired, a little anxious before that show. And I was telling you, like, oh, we're gonna perform and we gotta roll, we gotta get out of here. And that's the cool part about music, is like every time I step on stage and I perform my music or anything music related of mine, it literally gets rid of that feeling. You know? It gets rid of that anxiety, that anxiousness, and just completely gets rid of it. So that's the beautiful part about music. I feel like everybody in this world, you know, it's one thing that can bring everybody together. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. And you know, that's right there. I love that you shared that story. I wasn't going to, but the fact that I was with you when you're like, man, like, yo, we perform in this set and then we out 30 minutes max. And then we ended up staying for a majority of the night. Like, we were there till
damn near the whole set, bro. Not everybody's set. Like,
yeah.
And I was very happy we did.
Exactly.
You know, that's the cool part about these shows too, is performing outside of your city brings the opportunity to network and meet new people, and you realize how many people are like starving and hungry like you for this shit. Yeah. So yeah, man, just like-minded people, a beautiful night, man. And yeah, shout out everybody that's been rocking with me. You know, I see you, I appreciate you. The support is real. All my friends back in the city, man, you know who you are. There's so many to name. My friends, my family. Shout out Mama Schuetz, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Mama Schuetz. Yeah. So tell the people where they can follow you at.
You guys can follow me on all social medias, all social platforms at Vinny Schuetz, VINNY SCHUETZ on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, A to Z, man, it's all there. So
beautiful. Do you want to tell them the song you're about to perform?
I think we're going to do an unreleased called Just Friends. It's coming up on my project. I can't give you the release date yet because we got to square everything away, cross T's and dot I's. But yeah, I'm going to do a song called Just Friends.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Here is
my brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Vinny. Here is Vinny Schuetz with Just Friends, unreleased.